Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at a Bluetooth speaker from Tribit. Now I used to think that you need to spend a high price on premium speakers to get decent audio, but this brand is really changing the way I view budget speakers. So in this review, we're going to test it out with a few songs. And without wasting much time, my name is Oni, and this is the Tribit Xsound Go. Okay guys, I just want to say a huge thank you to all those that have subscribed and supported this channel. You guys are amazing. Before we get started, I'd like to disclose that this video is not sponsored. However, these speakers were sent over by Tribit for our full review and assessment. That said, my thoughts and opinions remained entirely personal. And with all of that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, in the box you get the Xsound Go speaker, a user manual, and a micro USB for charging up the speaker. Now, at the time of recording this video, you can get these speakers for just under £30 from Amazon UK. Now, if you're in the US, I've put the links in the description for a more updated pricing. Now, this speaker also has a slightly bigger version, the Maxsound Plus. Now, it has the same features as the smaller one, but just in a bigger size. And it also has an extra bass button, which really makes a difference to the sound. Now, stay tuned for the sound demos of these speakers later on in this video. Okay, now let's take a look at the features of the Xsound Go. Now, looking at this speaker, the first thing that stands out to me is the size. At just about 380 grams, the speaker is super lightweight and easy to grab on the go. Now, the speaker has a very nice rubberized feel with a metal grille at the front. And so far so good, I think it really feels solid and it does have a nice build quality. Now, the controls are located at the top of the speaker. It's pretty much standard controls and they all have a clicky feel, which is always great. And moving on to the back side of the speaker, behind this waterproof flap, you have an aux port and a micro USB port for charging up the speaker. Now, there isn't any USB-C port on here, and that's quite forgivable at this price point. Now, over at the front side, it has a metal grille, and underneath that grille, it has two 40mm drivers and one passive radiator. Now, this speaker has about 4400 mAh batteries, claiming about 24 hours of playback time. Just keep in mind that the battery life would always depend on how you use the speaker, and it takes about 4 hours to recharge a dead battery to full. Okay, another thing to mention here is, now this speaker is rated at IPX5, which is good enough for the outdoors, but not to be submerged inside a pool. So it can just about withstand splashes of water from all directions. Also, just keep in mind it doesn't have any dust protection, so I would take extra care when using this in dusty environments. Okay, the next thing to talk about is the connectivity. Now the speaker supports Bluetooth 4.2, which is still great, but 5.2 is becoming the standard now. Another thing to note is the speaker cannot be paired with another speaker, not even the Maxsound Plus. So if you're looking to buy the speakers and have them pair with another, then you'd have to look elsewhere. Okay, now I'm done talking for this speaker. I'm gonna let it do the talking. It's time for the sound quality test. So please put on your headphones for the best experience, and after the test, I'll share my thoughts and comment on a few things. Okay, Tribit, take it away.
I wake up on Sunday morning, feel that ache inside my heart. I can't hold on any longer, I'm seconds from falling apart. Wasn't like any other summer, soon it left that warm summer breeze. Although you gave me your promise that you were never gonna leave, but you did, and you always will, because to you, it is your
Okay guys, as you just heard, the Xsound Go really sounds good, especially with the clarity. Now I like the way the speaker reproduces the high frequencies in a very crystal way. Now not many budget speakers can do this really well, and sometimes even expensive speakers really struggle with reproducing clean high frequencies. And from the comparisons, you can actually hear it sounds cleaner than the bigger brother, the Maxsound Plus. So for me, it's a big thumbs up for the clarity. Okay, moving on to the bass. The bass is good, it's very decent for its small size and nicely controlled, so it doesn't overpower the song whatsoever. Now, but don't expect room-shaking bass. This just isn't possible with this speaker. You definitely need bigger speakers for deeper bass. So if you need a little bit more bass, I would recommend the Maxsound Plus instead. You'll still get a very good Tribit sound signature with added fullness, which is just the best of both worlds. Okay, now it's time for the things I don't like and also some possible issues that you might have to live with on your purchase. And here are a few points to consider. Now the first point is a volume control bug. Now I'm not sure if this is a bug with my own unit or a general problem. Now whenever you turn the volume down to the lowest point and try to turn it up back again, you get a burst of sound at a loud volume and then it quickly readjusts down to the correct level. Now here's what I mean. Now I'm going to turn down the volume to the lowest and then I'll turn it up by just one press. Turn down, then up. Now notice how the sound bursts out at a high volume and then it quickly turns down. Now once again, I'm not sure if this is an issue with my unit, but I think it could easily be fixed with a firmware upgrade by Tribit, if any. Now I'm happy to report that this doesn't affect the Maxsound Plus. The volume control works perfectly with no bugs. Okay, now the second point is there isn't any multi-speaker sync. Now this isn't a negative point, it's more of a desirable feature to have. Also, given the great sound quality of this speaker, if it did have multi-speaker pairing, I believe it'll blow out a lot more expensive speakers currently in the market. But for now, if you're looking to buy two of these speakers and have them play in sync, then sadly, you won't be able to do that. Okay guys, the red lights are off and overall I think this is an excellent sounding speaker, both the Xsound Go and the Maxsound Plus, and at the current price I think it provides amazing value for money. Now I think they're probably the best sounding Bluetooth speakers at this price point. And that's it guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. And also, if you like this video, then hit the like button, subscribe to this channel so you always know when I find anything new and interesting. There's plenty more videos like this one to share with you guys, so please stay tuned. And until next time, my name is Onyi with OCM Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.
The one